All right, Pete, come out here. All right, so let's look at these guillotines from like passing is one example I'm going to show you. Another example is like the full mount. Okay, so Pete, come right in the middle and lay on your back. So I'm going to pass through with the knee slice, but I actually have the underhook this time and the head control. Okay, and I'm going to pass Pete's guard, and I'm going to pass, and this is all going to happen here. And I'm going to push this down. I'm going to step over, and I'm going to windshield wiper, and we're going to get to this section here. Okay, this is one of my favorite places to get the guillotine. What I can do is drive here, and he'll turn in. Once they turn in, I cut in here and grab the chin. Okay, because he put his chin down, right? If I just reached here, I couldn't find his chin. Okay, I need his chin to be looking that way, so I do that with my forearm. Boom. Once that happens, I shoot my arm through, and I get a good grip on the chin. Okay, now I'm going to put my forehead down. This is where neck strength, requires some neck strength here, because I get the chin strap. I'm going to come in, take a grip as I go windshield wiper control across to the mount. Okay, I can squeeze here and get a tap. If it's not working, I post up, pull them up, tap them one-handed. Okay, so I'm looking to be like in a half guard, you know. I'm looking to get the underhook and the head control, and I'm looking to hold the half guard, and I'm looking to post up, and I slide, and I'll post here on my head, and I'll start looking for this, and I kick, and I start getting here, and then I'll go, boom, smash, windshield wiper, smash, push on his chin, right there. It even turned up. Now it makes it very easy to get the chin. Okay, so he went from flat, and then they'll even do this. They'll be like, uh-oh, I better put my back on the ground again. And I'll be like, okay, cool, put your back on the ground, right on your Adam's apple. Uh-oh, I better turn in again. Okay, cool, guillotine. Who's gonna get more tired doing this longer? Him or me? You know what I'm saying? I'll do this all day. I'll be like, okay. And this will start to hurt him, right? And then I'll be like, boom, chin. And this time I'm gonna go head down, switch, take my grip, start going into the mount right here. If this isn't working, I'll post up and pull him. Sometimes they'll bridge you over. They'll lock their hands on you and bridge. Lock their hands and bridge. If they go that way or they go this way, doesn't matter. I still have my guillotine. I'll adjust my hips out, lock my arms, lock my guard, start squeezing this guillotine. Again, if the guillotine is having difficulty with it, I'll kick, use this to retract my leg. Now turn with me here, Pete. You'll be here, and Pete, like, hold on to this leg so I don't pull it out. Yes. If I try to get out and they holding on to it, that opens the chin up. He brings his hand up to fight the chin. That's when I can get out and get up again. And then every time I do that, I always engage like the guillotine on the other side. Bring him into it. Ooh. He tucks his chin this way, rolls over his shoulder to relieve the pressure, right? This is where I want to catch my back roll. I'll go 1, 2. Okay, I can try to squeeze here, or I can pull up. I would advise getting into this section right there. Okay, so say I have a half guard. Okay, a half guard. I'm going to dominate the underhook. I'm going to dominate the head control here. Okay, I'm going to knee slice. I might even just control his arm there with my foot. Help me get that windshield wiper. Get to here. Post. He doesn't like that. Turns the head in, right? They really don't like, look, now it's easy. Chin control. Let's bring it down. Let's go here. Look at that jump move I did. Look how I went from here to like here. You see that? And then I can post up and really start cranking on Pete's neck here. Okay. Similarly, you can do the same thing from the mount. You can be in the mount on somebody. And often if they wrap around your waist, it's the easiest way to do it. They'll connect their head to you like this. What I do is I gotta like get him off my center line. So now he's in the grasp. And then I'll come forward, almost like I'm gonna back roll, only because I wanna get a secondary grip. I'll go like I'm gonna back roll, take a secondary grip, and then start sinking in and squeezing. If that's not working, the sink in, the push the hips in and squeeze, I post up and I start bringing him up. Okay, doing this to somebody, they don't like this. Okay, my buddy used to do this to me. Billy used to do this to me. You put a hand, lift your chin up. You put your wrist in there, and then you just push their neck on your hand there in different spots. But that's the idea: is when you pull somebody's head forward, it's uncomfortable enough. But if there's something trapped in the way, and then you pull it forward, it doubles the choke. Okay, it's already uncomfortable without somebody's neck in there, arm in your neck. So whether I'm passing the guard, this is the best example, I think, of dominating the guillotine, rather than, what we were doing earlier, which is kind of like letting Pete dominate the underhook game. Letting Pete kind of dictate what's going on. Like I'll be like, oh, it's okay, cool. Here's my guillotine. And that's great. That's that sneaky style. I actually prefer that, but there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place to be the aggressive dude and dominate the underhook and dominate the head control, right? And come up and slice. You know what I'm saying? And come up and control his arm and smash and pass it to the other dude and smash and then get control here and get like, oh, am I on your neck? And he doesn't like it. And so I'm like, okay, cool, because it gives me the chin. And then I'll put my head down and I'll jump across to here and I'm bringing him up. Oh, if he wants to give me a triangle, I might take it. But this guillotine's still pretty strong. I'm gonna still create the tap. Okay. So maybe I could do the same thing in like side mount. If we got like a side mount, you know what I'm saying? Is I can be like
this and start turning.
Yeah, exactly. Is I can go. Basically, it's that other lesson too, is give them an underhook. Let them have an underhook there. And try to take this guillotine. This guillotine's hard though. This is, I was teaching you guys to do it this way, right? But you can still do it this way. You gotta engage them and now jump forehead and jump over. Right there. And now sink, you can sink in here, right? You can float across here. I try to get it to the one hand post up there. Okay. It's like this in half guard too. You could be in half guard and the guy dominates that underhook. And then you're gonna go like. Look how it looks like I'm gonna do a front roll, doesn't it? And I might just very well do that front roll so I can come back with it and get him there. Let's get like in a half guard. Let the guy get that underhook and be like, oh, okay. Roll through, take control of that chin, kick it back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could just say thing for mount. I could be here mounted, and I could be like front roll. Ready. So maybe I'll have like full mount. And I'll just be like center line. You know what I'm saying? Walk, shoot this through here, hook this here, catch it, bring it up here. That's a good way to practice it. I like it with the guard pass, again, like we were doing earlier, lock the half guard on me. He's getting that, dominating that underhook. Get him here, pass, smash, windshield wiper, let go, come up to here, drive this, he turns in, we can take control. Right? You can do it like that, Another way that's pretty difficult to do, might not work so well on Pete, but I've made this work on a lot of other guys, is from the closed guard. It's the same thing in the closed guard. Is just start forcing through. Get in that closed guard. It's just start walking through. Drive my shoulder. Look how I tip my shoulder to the ground there. It looks like I'm doing a front roll. And then I catch his chin. Boom. Full extension. Extend one leg up. Come up. Peel it back down. Alright? So, be like, dominate. Threaten the throat. He turns in. Grab the chin. Jump across. Start peeling. Good. All right. Maybe I'll be in side mount. I'll be in side mount and I'll be like, he turns in. And I'll be like, boom. Good. Okay, cool. That's good. Try that stuff out. All right, let's talk about closed guard. Pete, come on in here. All right. So closed guard. So getting the guillotine from the closed guard, a lot of it is some of this, you know what I'm saying? A lot of it is clearing my arm so Pete doesn't have control of it. Okay. A lot of it is getting a good sit up onto the elbow and reaching around here. Okay. We want to get up and get our partner here and scoot our hips out so we can get the arm in and lay back and get this guillotine here. All right. So one of the best ways to do this is to act like you're gonna stand up first. Okay, is engage like you're gonna get up. Okay, because this should be a problem to your partner. Your partner should not want you standing up, and the reaction you'll get is them engaging your legs. Okay, so if I'm in a close guard and I'm like, all right, I want a guillotine, and I start going up. So now Pete's hands come low. Okay, because if I grab my thighs, I'll actually like grab your legs. Okay, because he's trying to stop me from doing this. Okay, so the window of opportunity is a little earlier right there. It's when I go here and now they try to grab me and pull me in, we can grab the chin. And there's a pocket here to work with. That's what's cool about this. Now with that little pocket, I cut the corner, I can engage the arm in, or I can go without the arm in. I can go elbow high, crank, sit back up. I can go arm in, lay back, crank. Okay, so, you know, this guy has to fear me standing up. And they should, because if he doesn't stop me from standing up, I'll be like, guard. I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna get up. Look what I got. I got my guillotine. Okay, so you better grab my thighs because you're gonna get guillotined either way, I guess, basically is what I'm saying. If I start sitting up here and you don't stop my thighs from popping out and cutting around that corner, I can get in on that guillotine. Okay, it'll take some work. Let's look at the mechanics of that a little bit. Okay, so it's like I go, boom, I rest my elbow right here, and I get up on my elbow, and I start retracting my legs, and I get all the way up, and now, like, put your head back on the outside. Now I start lunging forward, wrap around the chin, grab my head and arm, so I can load him up, and then spin in here, get in on that guillotine. Okay? So, they're doing a smart thing and respecting that. Okay? He respects that by grabbing my legs. Grab my legs. Now this opens again, this little pocket right here between me and him, so I can choose, do I want this or do I want this? I might even like butt scoop first and then take that grip. Okay? And then I'll go down. Boom. Okay, let me try the other side. So close guard. I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna get up. He grabs the legs. I can go boom, jump back in. We'll get that elbow high guillotine. Okay, right up there. So now if Pete tried to throw his arm up over my shoulder, it's not gonna happen. If I was like this, well, not good. Not good. Okay. So, it's like this spot right here. Turn. Sorry, close guard, Pete, my bad. Let's go. All right. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get up. Cool, you're not gonna do anything? I'm gonna get in on that guillotine. All right? And he's like, all right, shit, don't let this dude up. I better grab this dude's legs before he gets up. Guillotine right there. Okay? Again, if I don't like this, what I love about the guillotine is you can have a little hand switch here to this Eddie Bravo 100%. Okay, that can be nice and let Pete move his arm through, you see? Pete already knows that the other way out is for me to crank on this and for him to jump over. Do it, dog. Do it. Go. Flip. Boom. Now I'll engage the chin, come over, and have him in a mount. I post on my head. I raise up my butt so I can get my grip, and then I sink my butt back down. Isn't that cool? Super cool. Right? So close guard. Close guard. Find yourself a good close guard. You can be here. Maybe his hands are like on you or whatever. You know? Be careful you don't like, boom, elbow the dude on your way up here. You gotta be real careful you like, get here. Because now you can catch that right there. And that's because Pete's head was down, right? If he sit it up like this and I got a close guard and they posture up, right? I gotta like, yo, I'm gonna get up. Now I can lunge forward. Grab the chin, right? I love this because his hands will come up. What's also cool about this, and fight hands with me. When they fight hands, both hands fight hands with me. I bring them down and turn and start back attacking. That's what's so cool about the guillotine too, is it also is a way to attack the back when the guy respects the guillotine. Okay, and so I'll get into a situation like this, where like, I'm going for the guillotine, I feel his hands come up and take control of my hands. Right, then it's like snap him to the ground, his hands post to push himself back up, because now he's not holding me anymore, and I can go behind him. And then I'll start doing whatever. Back take. Look. Lesson of the day. Look. Lesson of the day. You see how versatile that guillotine is? Right? So, what do you think? Wanna try it?
It's awesome.
Right?
I'm in awe.
He's in awe, dude.
Oh.
All right, let's look at it one more time. Close guard.
Okay.
Close guard. It's like, you see how I wind up? You don't want to give it away and be like, you know what I'm saying? There we go. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, dude, I'm just chilling. And then it's like, post, start getting up. He grabs my legs.
Look at where my head, I'm actually driving forward to put on, even if I go for like a body lock or something, my neck is still there, dude. When he turns that angle, it breaks my grip. That's what breaks my grip.
Yeah.
Is that switch.
That pop over. Yeah. So closed guard's a great place to, try it from. See, that's gonna be an issue, right? That's gonna be an issue. I'm gonna have to like hold it tight, or drop your elbows down. Like this doesn't work. I come up to clear it. Right, do that again. If they're controlling the elbows, and I can't if I can come under, cool, I will. He drops his elbows down, I can't come under. I can't go over. He can put the hands tight, so I can't go over and get through here. As I come up to clear it. Now here we go. Right? If his hands are on my bicep, you're not doing that, dude. That's good, Pete. Hold me down. I gotta clear it. Look if that doesn't clear it, I come over here, and my hand will peel this, and now I'm cleared. And then he'll sit back up. Right, now I'll try to touch my armpits. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm ready to go. Right, now I'm gonna see if I can flip him insert my hook. Look, I insert that hook and flip him with that. And maybe I'll just kick up here. Maybe I'll just kick up this way and remount here and try to finish that way. You don't always have to back roll. You don't always have to back roll. Sometimes you can keep the grip and you can just kind of tippy toe over and get in that way. And then again, if your two hands isn't working, let go, post, sit up, peel back, bicep, neck, bicep, top of head. Okay. So there's a little close guard for you. The guillotine should be a good threat. Remember, threaten the idea of standing. I'm going to stand up. You're going to stand up so the guy goes, hey, don't stand up, because now his arms are not available to deal with the guillotines you're going to work. Okay? Okay, cool. Let's talk about the monoplata. Lay on your back. I love doing the guillotine from the monoplata. Okay, so the idea is like when I'm here, right? And we talked about this earlier, fighting for this underhook with the dude. In the last situation, the guy would grab our back and we would just start churning to them already. Okay? Now, what's gonna happen with this one is I go for the underhook, he goes for the underhook. What I'm gonna do is put my leg here. So they wrap around my thigh and then I can catch them here in monoplata. Now what this does is by me pressing my armpit against his elbow in between my knee, I can lift Pete off the ground. You see his head went from there to like off the ground and it becomes very grabbable. Okay, now if I want to press down, lock hands, press down and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, we get a tap there. One of my favorite ways to catch the guillotine. Okay, so like, man, this scenario happens, and as a jiu-jitsu guy, you're gonna come across a lot of dudes that wrestle. You know, that wrestled in college and wrestled in high school, and now they're in jiu-jitsu and they love it and they can't help it. They just want to do guillotines. I mean, they just want to do single legs. They just want to do single legs. You're like, dude, recover guard and lift me up and go for a heel hook. They're like, I can't help it. I want a single leg. So it's like, I feel those guys. They start going for it. I'm like, here it is. But then it's right here. Okay? And again, by pressing my chest into Pete's arm, in between my knee, I can get a little bit of a lift. Okay, which really, I don't even really need it. Okay? But because there's already space there, but it won't hurt to get a little more so we can get in there. And I cup the chin. And I could try here to peel him back and tap him. If that's not working, I'll put my head down, lock my arm here, whatever. Sink it in and squeeze. Okay? So, from the mount? It leads into the mount, yeah. So if I'm here, another example, you know, that monoplata again, is I start leading this up here and catching him there. And you see I start peeling him up. Peeling him up here. Good. And then if they do that, that's even easier now. Now I can grab this.
I'm stuck.
Yeah. Now I can grab this. Now I can come here and I can even bring him on top of me. And lock close guard guillotine right there. Arm in guillotine. Let me do that again. Okay. So we're here. And I go monoplata, lean, pick him up. I'm gonna put my head down. I drop my knees, I sink in, I readjust my head. I sink in, I hip in, I push in. See from this angle here, right? Okay, this from my bicep from the back of his neck over his head to the top of his head, starts getting pressure, making him tap. If that's not working, I'll go forward, come in, get my secondary hand in, lay down and start cranking here. Maybe I'll even be like, come on, buddy. Come on. Look at the triangle that the guillotine just gave me. I gotta let go of the guillotine because now I got triangle. And I'll go through all the steps to make that triangle uncomfortable on Pete. Off that guillotine. Right? Let's do that again. Okay. So, guillotines everywhere, dude. Guillotines everywhere. Side mount. Side mount. Dude wants that underhook. I'm like, oh, you want that underhook? They start turning in on it. I'm like, you want that single leg? They grab that single leg, I catch them. Then I grab the chin. Look at how I have to like change my level. I can't just like, oh, reach my arm. Like I have to bring my whole body to it. And again, peel your head back like that. I'll be like, hey, come with me. Come with me. And then grab it. And you can really start bending their neck here, right there. Look at that. Again, we see the back of the neck. We can't see the back of the neck. Now we can see the back of the neck. That's what messes him up. Right there, that's not choking him. Just me pressing my hand against him is not what's choking him. I'm not like pushing this really hard against him. I put that in place, and then I peel this back, and the pressure is incredible. Okay? So it's a monoplata. I mean, dude, you can do this from the mount. That's right. That's what you were saying, huh, Pete?
Yeah,
Is I can do the split and catch him and pull him up and sideways here so I can catch that guillotine.
Yes, sir.
You know, and maybe it feels better to just pull you back right there. Yeah. Ooh, wizard, get up. You know what I'm saying?
And split my arms from the side control too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a monoplata, you know? Whenever they reach for the single leg, lace it in. Lace it in. Catch it. Okay. So have fun with that one. That's one of my favorite ways to do the guillotine. You have to, keep going, keep going. Keep going. One thing we're going to look at here is using the guillotine from the crucifix position. One of my favorites. Often gets overlooked. I think people are always looking for the rear naked choke with the crucifix. Okay, let's look at the crucifix. So Pete, going all fours. So I'll set it up here like this, where I go on Pete's back, right? And I take this guy away from him, and I actually give it from my left leg to my right leg. Okay. Now what I can do is collapse under Pete here, and they're gonna bring him all the way over me. Right to here. Okay. So now Pete, engage this hand a little bit. I go, boom, no. Okay. Now here's what I'm gonna do. This guy comes over to Pete's chin. Okay, now look, I still have control of Pete's arm. I'm gonna give it to this leg. And I'm gonna start moving my way. Here, his hand will come up and engage my wrist or whatever. Pull down on it. It doesn't matter, it's not strong enough. Okay? And I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna finish right there. Okay? So like, you can just get into crucifix here. Come here, scoot back here. Don't worry about the setup. We'll do the setup a little more. Just put your head on my lap. I mean, like turn. Lay down. Yeah, turn, keep going. Keep going.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay, so from the crucifix. Okay, so crucifix comes in a few different forms. Sometimes it's like this. Sometimes they're bridged up over you. Bridge up over me. Yes, like this. Okay, sometimes they're down low like Pete was. Great. Sometimes you're holding this. Sometimes you're fighting for this choke here. Okay, bridge up on me again. Bridge up on me. This is a great time to go into your guillotine. You see that? And again, it's the one-handed guillotine where I'm posting up and I'm pushing back. This time, the back of my shoulder there, you see that is against Pete's head? And that's really pressing against him there and getting that choke to work. Okay, so sit your head up again. So we find ourselves here in a crucifix position. Okay, now in the gi, you would be like, no gi, like Barry Yoshida. Barry Yoshida's like here. You know what I'm saying? He taps so many people, they come up over you. Either way, even if they don't come up over you, even if they stay here, you can start going here and attacking the guillotine. Right here. Right there. Okay. So it's something I'm always looking for. I think it's great because most people are worried about rear naked choke when I flip them into the crucifix. When I switch to the guillotine, oftentimes they like almost embrace it. Because they're like, no rear naked choke. Like it's something else. And then they're like, oh, it's something else that's really even worse. Oh no. So go on all fours, Pete. So you see I go into it right away. So if I go here, right, I'll be like, let's do that again. Okay. So on all fours here.
Give me the leg, I'll grab it.
Yeah, you can do it that way. You can do it that way, right? We'll take it out again. I always like to step over and catch it here.
Oh, farce.
Catch it like that, and then, okay. Now it's like the one that would rear naked choke is gonna turn to here. I gotta pull it up. Let's get it up. Turn in. Oh. You see that?
Look at how my hip helps me. Look at that. My hip gets in there and starts helping my hand. My hip connects to my hand and starts pressing into Pete there.
Okay, so again, Pete. Maybe I'll be like here on the dude. Like, boom, I just sprawled him out. You know what I'm saying? He grabs that. I'll be like, boom, catch this here. Maybe I'll roll here. Boom, and I'll be like,
And then again, I sink into it. My hip bone gets behind my hand here without sprawling my leg out to make that happen.
you know? It's kind of similar to this position, right? This is like the top side crucifix. You're doing it here, remember earlier where I press on this and he turns in and I can catch the guillotine here. And now I can get down and jump over here and start cranking on it here and start sitting up. Boom. All right. So, good. So, next time you're in the crucifix, however you set it up, I didn't really get too detailed on the setups there. You'll find different ways of getting into it. You know, if you want to check out Barrett Yoshida, he's got the best setups in the world. But see you next time you get into that position if you can reach around and find the guillotine choke instead. Cool. Have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed my guillotine instructional today. I want to give a special shout out to a few people. BJJ Fanatics, my jiu-jitsu coach and teacher, Frangia, one of my good mentors and friends, Chris Savarese, of course, Pete the Greek, and all you white belts out there just getting started jiu-jitsu. And everyone else, all you black belts that are still doing jiu-jitsu. Thank you guys all. I hope you enjoyed it.